everybody. Sorry for the blinding lights. It is now around 5:30 at night. I'm very late to filming today. Did yoga, had a Skype session, did students' work, got a new student, had to have a conversation there to kind of make some arrangements, and downloaded some new content to my Sims. So I'm thinking about possibly getting a screen recorder and maybe doing some Sims on this channel. I don't know whether it should be on this channel or another channel, I'm not entirely sure, but I love building on Sims and that's something I'm really passionate about. So I don't know, I'd maybe like to do that. And I'm sorry, yes, this is not an attractive face right now. I realise this, but I am a little bit red because I've literally just washed off what little makeup I had on. I didn't put very much on, to be honest, for my Skype session today. Because I know it's just like an informal session I have with my student and we just have like a good time chatting and stuff, so yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling. So I thought today we would try out some new makeup, and this is makeup, some of it that I've not actually featured on the channel as yet and some that I've kind of shown. So I'm going to quickly show you what I've got and then you'll get to see it more when I'm using it in action, if that makes sense. So today the new things I have are, well, I got these brushes. I'll show you the box. This is the box they came in. They're by a brand called Do Colour. They came in here all individually wrapped, and this is what they look like. They are absolutely, honestly, high-vis jacket, bright neon yellow. I did not expect that. I really want the Mitchell ones, but they're really quite expensive. And then I saw fellow YouTuber Christina Collins show these on her channel. There's a set basically, don't be fooled. You go on, there's a set 15 for $19.99, there's a set 15 for $8.99. They are the same thing. I don't understand. I don't know whether it's just different sellers or whether they're just on offer currently. But you do get 15 of them. And the handles are so beautiful. Honestly, they just don't do justice on camera. Now, they feel nice and soft. There's a couple of loose bristles, but nothing too dramatic. But they do feel very, very soft. So I've given them a little brush clean before I use them. Just the spot cleaning. And we're going to give them a go. There's a nice variety in there. Some packers, lots of blenders, some small brushes, a liner. This is the brush set and I'm going to give that a go today. I just really like the neon colour. Like I said, they're made by Mitchell. I'd love to invest in them at some point. Maybe if they're on sale in the Black Friday deal this year, I will just give in and get them. But we'll see. But yeah, I got these in the meantime to try. And I've put them in this little Nutella jar. I'm not going to keep them in there. That's just so they could be separate for today's video so that I knew that I could use them. Another thing that I got was the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. And I got mine in, now I had to look for this the other day to find it. This is Fair 120. I think it's going to be a match for me. Hopefully it is. But if not, we're going to correct it with bronzes and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter. My skin is very red. I have rosacea. And yeah, I don't have really any spots at the minute. Got one here. But yeah, nothing too bad. But I do have some eczema, mild eczema on my nose, and I do suffer from rosacea. So yes, the colour of this is not going to be the colour of my face because my face is red. Just because, you know, but I am fair, as you can see. I'm a fair person. So anyway, e.l.f. CC Cream. The thing I would say is it came in this box, which is very nice and everything. Great, right? But even though cardboard's recyclable, I just think it's quite wasteful. I mean, the holographicness is beautiful. But this would just stand on a shelf. You don't need to have it in boxes, I don't think. And just with a bit of security tape on would have been fine. So just something that I would mention, because I prefer, if they don't need to come in packaging, then don't put them in packaging. Do you know what I mean? Especially when it's kind of like high street sort of makeup. So I have got this to try because I've heard great things about the Camo cream and I do like a good CC cream. The last CC cream that I was using was Max Factor and they discontinued it, which was very sad because I really loved it. So I want to see if the coverage is good on this. And I don't think I showed these, but I actually got these when Debenhams were closing down. And then somebody bought them and then I thought they weren't closing because then the sale went off, but now the sale's on again and it says clearance. So I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I got these then and they were £14.70 or something silly like that. It's the Pure Matte Box 8 Full Matte Liquid Lipsticks from Zoeva. I kept them in the box. I know, it's so not me to do that, but I really love how they're presented in this box. And you get, yeah, 8 8 in there. Sorry if I'm sniffing, I have a cold. I will try to edit the sniffs out as best I can. Yes, it's not ideal. Anyway, the first 5 are quite neutral, kind of like orangey, warmy colours, and then a cool toned one, and then there's a really nice pink which isn't quite as bright as that, and then there's a purple which is actually really nice, and a grey. I love a good grey lipstick. So I wanted to show you those because I don't think I have shown you them, and I figured I might as well put one on today because they actually are really lovely. I've been wearing those. I have one blush palette. The funny thing is, right, I only own one other blush palette, and that is the Love Flush from Too Faced, which is still in really good condition, but I use it absolutely loads. So yes, it's a go-to for me. And then I made a MAC one up. I do have 2 of the Benefit ones, but I see them as face palettes because one of them's got Hoola and Dallas in, and I use those for contouring, so I don't see them necessarily as like a blush palette. Anyway, stop waffling. I got the BH Cosmetics Peach Bellini palette. Is it just Bellini? So yeah, I thought this was the Peach Bellini palette. It's not, it's just the Bellini palette. But it's beautiful. I wasn't sure how much difference there was going to be between them because when you see the image on Beauty Bay, they don't look that different. But when you get it in person, they are absolutely gorgeous. I will swatch this before I use it, but I haven't swatched it yet because I wanted to use it and get first impressions on camera. I am going to be using my Kevyn Aucoin, that glass skin thing that I got in the Look Fantastic Mother's Day box. So I'm going to use that in today's video. I did get another one of these Essence Lash Princess mascaras because I absolutely love them. I was placing a Wilko order, so I got one of those. So I just thought I'd mention it. I got this to do a separate video on. This is the UCANBE Fruit Punch palette. I love that it's like this neon, like sort of perspex casing on it. It's got no mirror, but that's absolutely fine. I don't use mirrors in palettes anyway. And then that's what it looks like. It's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the NYX one that I've got, which I don't think is the best pigmentation, if I'm honest. I got it with Glossybox points, thank goodness, but still, it's still, you know, money I could have spent on something else, but never mind. This was $6.99, I think, on Amazon. I can link it in the information bar below for you, but the colours are really beautiful. Like I said, I'm not going to show it in this video. I have swatched it, and they're very, very pigmented, so watch out for an upcoming video on this one. And I have 2 more things to show you. I did end up caving when Mitchell was doing a sale on his site. This is the MadebyMitchell Mini Mitchell Volume 1. I have Head in the Clouds and Feet on the Ground, so I decided to pick this one up because I love the quality. Has a mirror in there as well. And this is what we're going to be using today. I'm really excited to give this one a try. They look really, really beautiful colours, so we'll give that a go. And then the other one that I got, I have to mention the packaging. I kept the packaging and I've just dropped it. I kept the packaging for it because I know this is so extra, but I just really love it when the outside packaging mirrors what's in the inside. Does that make sense? So I got the Zoeva. I also got the Zoeva UV Primaries, or their little Primaries palette. And it's really, really nice. It's got black, blue, red, yellow and white in it. I love when the packaging just looks exactly like what you take out of it. Is that weird? But it's just so cute that the packaging is exactly what you get. I really like it. I don't know, I like things like that. And in here you did get a little brush, which, let me see. Apparently, because I did ask Zoeva, they said the brush that you get with them... Alright. The brush that you get with them is actually like a combination of 1 and 10 and 40 or something. Anyway, I've got it on my Instagram story, my Instagram somewhere. They did message me back and say, so it's not one of the ones you can buy, because I did buy the brushes from Beauty Bay when they were on offer. But these are just like little mini ones that come in the little palettes. So it's really good that you get a brush with it, just in case you want to try something like this but you don't have the tiny little brushes to get really fine lines with them. So I just thought that that was a really nice feature that they do include a brush, because normally I'm not a big fan of brushes in palettes, but I do think for this one I thought was very good. And there is a mirror in the lid as well, which is quite nice because it's a very small palette. So that's what that looks like. So now I have all 3. So this one is the Primaries, and then This one is the Pastels, which I think I showed you these in the haul, but I can't quite remember. And then this one is the Brights. So when you look at them, there's no colour repeated, basically, which is quite good. So that's what all three look like. £24 on a Beauty Bay. Well worth it. The reason I wanted to get it, a bit of a collector, because I really like the actual design of these palettes, nice and small, compact. I think they're great. I also just love the colour stories of the two original ones, particularly this one, which is just beautiful. So yeah, I wanted to get this one because I was going to get the Zoeva one, which is the black and the white, like half panned, because I wanted to try the black and the white. I've got the grwm high vis ones. They're okay, but I don't think the quality's amazing, and I know that Zoeva is really good, so I thought, well, I'll get this, and I really wanted a red one as well. So I thought, well, 24 instead of 12, and then I would have paid 12 for a red. And the bonus side is I get really nice dark blue, which I love as a liner, and then there's a nice yellow there, and you can mix these together and make custom colours as well. So I'm really glad that I picked that up. That was 24. Oh, the Made by Mitchell was 16. Made by Mitchell, honestly, their service is so amazing. It came so super fast. I ordered it on the Sunday night and it was here first thing on the Tuesday morning, so that is service. Because I'm not having the best service with another company right now, but we'll talk about that in another video. So I was going to use these and I've just realised I've not brought any water through. So what I'll do is I might use these in a future video, maybe in conjunction, maybe. But yeah, how cute. I really love it. And that's everything. I don't have anything else to show you today, but we're going to get on because I'm waffling. Right, okay, so I have been absolutely loving the IT Cosmetics Heart Brush to put my foundation on. So I'm going to use that to apply the CC Cream because I know that I like how it applies it. And I'm going to use the M Pixie Elixir because I've been enjoying this primer as well. And then we can kind of get, I don't have any new primers, but I wouldn't want to try it with any primers I hadn't previously used. Because I just think that way, you know, you don't know whether if the foundation or CC cream doesn't work, you don't know whether that's down to the fact that you put a different primer on. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you've got a good experience with a current primer with other foundations, I think that's a really good basis. So I'm just going to pump some of this out. And that's what that looks like. Fairly thick consistency. Doesn't look too bad a colour. And I'm just going to dab my brush in. Okay. I hate how red my nose is with my rosacea. Wow, okay. I have put the tiniest dot on there. That's actually pretty impressive coverage, even from just a small amount. It feels very lightweight, which is really nice. And it has got a nice thick consistency. I'm going to try to do half the face. I love the little curve in the top of the brush to go around my nose. And then, yeah, that's not too bad. It's a pretty good match for it on my neck. It's sometimes difficult to see on camera. And these lights as well, like they're really bright as well, so that can make a difference. But I think we've got some decent coverage there. I can still see a little redness on my nose and on my cheek area here. So I probably will put a little bit more in those areas. But we might as well go ahead and do this side. That was 2 tiny little pumps. And to be fair, that's not bad coverage. It's pretty good. So, wow, okay. Not too bad, not too shabby. Let's see. We'll put a little bit more on. I do like that it's like a pump as well, because I think that you can always get more out of these. It's yeah, you can cut the end off and scoop the rest out. But I do think the packaging's quite nice on these. I actually got this from the Elf site. I had a discount code and I got free delivery, and they didn't have it in stock on Superdrug at the time that I ordered it. And I really just did want to get it because I'd heard such good things about it. And when you look at that, when I've put that second coat on there, that's actually a lot better. That makes me sound like a radiator. Second coat on. But yeah. Honestly, I have not even been out of the house since December, and I have no clue where you can possibly catch the common cold when you haven't even left the house. It's interesting. Feels nice, feels quite nice and lightweight. I don't feel like it's like a thick layer. I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny dot. I mean, my nose is quite red, so, you know, I think it'd be a miracle right now to get something that would totally cover that. But I don't think that that has done a bad job at all. Right, concealer. Now, I wasn't going to put any concealer on. I don't normally put very much. But I am going to go ahead and put on Tarte Shape Tape. I was going to put the L'Oreal Infallible on. L'Oreal Infallible? Not. Yes, but it doesn't play well with others sometimes. I found that sometimes you put it on top of things and it doesn't work too well. So I don't want to ruin any makeup or kind of have a problem with the CC cream as a result. So, this is nearly empty. Sadness. I'll have to maybe have a look on QVC and see if they've got any, because sometimes you get it on easy payments and they do it 2 for a special price sometimes. I'm going to put the Fenty powder on top. I really like this and I really like the finish of this, so I know that this is not going to hopefully have an effect on the CC cream. I wouldn't have thought. I don't know. I was thinking, should I leave it off? But I do like to powder, so I'm not going to. I'm going to use my little BH Cosmetics brush. I love this brush. It's got BH on the bottom there. It's a fantastic little brush. I just stamp it in, get far too much on, and then dab that off into the actual lid. Don't tap it on anything and waste it in the air. I want my makeup to go on my face, not into my room. So then, this is a case of just stamping this on. The smell, honestly, if she brought this smell out as a fragrance, I would buy it. I love the smell of the Fenty Beauty powder. I was going to say Fenty. I don't know what I was going to say there. It didn't sound right when it came out. But yeah, the Fenty powder smells insane. And the finish that I get on my skin with this is unbelievable. And I use it all the time. So that is that. Now, I will spray my face shortly. Right, I'm going to put on contour and bronzing so it gives this potato face some shape. I'm going to use my favourite brush for contouring, which is the MAC one. And I'm going to use the Smashbox. I did that on another video, something else. Why do I always want to do that? Smashbox Cali contour. And I'm going to use the palest, the cool tone shade in here. I'm going to apply that into the hollows of the cheeks. I like that this is just, it's not too harsh. Like, you can see it there and it's nice and it's subtle. I think it's just really pretty. It blends beautifully. The other contour kit that I absolutely love, and I actually showed this, so you've seen this one before, but it's a Ciate one that I got at TK Maxx, and I think it was $7. The Complexion Palette. This is also a similar colour to this one, and this blends beautifully as well. So yeah, if you can't get that, and there's a TK Maxx near you when they open, or maybe check on eBay, because I got a backup of it on eBay. Yeah, it's worth checking it out because it blends beautifully and it's just so subtle and nice, so I like it. And then I'm going to use a Sigma brush, and I'm just going to go into the bronze shade. And I just dab that up onto the forehead. Forgot the name of the forehead there. It's been a long day. And then I always bring that down into the contour as well. And then I usually just bring it down the centre of the face, the nose and the chin, because those are the areas where you would like catch the sun. So I tend to bronze those areas. And as you can see, you're probably going, Lisa, where is that? I haven't put very much on. I don't like a lot. So I just like enough to give me a little bit of a hint of shape, but nothing too over the top. And then I was going to use the blush in here. No, that was nearly a big mistake. We're not doing that today. I'm just going to grab this and just pack on just a little bit more on the bronzer. There. Just so you can see it a bit more. I think sometimes just the lights like this, they really wash you out, or things don't appear how they seem in person. That's just like Jurassic Park. Things in the mirror are closer than they appear. Yes. Right, okay. So, blush. I'm excited because tonight is the last episode of WandaVision. Very exciting. Really loving that on Disney Plus right now. And it's very exciting. And I've avoided social media all day because I want no spoilers. I'm very excited. Can you tell? So I'm quite hyper about that tonight. Yeah. And Shirt Punch. I mean, it won't be on... This will be up tomorrow, so you could get it on Last Chance Tees. They do a daily deal, and they're cheaper than their standard t-shirts. And then the next, they always do 4 a day, every day, 4 new designs. And they're supporting artists because they get a small portion of like when the sales. And then the next day they go into Last Chance Tees. So I'm going to tell you about it. There's an amazing one of Agatha on today from WandaVision. And yeah, I did order that because I love WandaVision, but I love Agatha. I love that character. So yes. Anyway, let's swatch these. Stop waffling. Right. So we have got Georgia Peach, Just Peachy and Peachy Keen across the top. And then across the bottom, Peach of Cake, Life's a Peach, Peach Please. Peach Please. Right, okay, so let's swatch them. Do I want to swatch them? No, I tell you what, swatch them after. I'm just going to go for one. I'm going to go for this one in the middle at the top, which is Pretty Peach. And I'm just going to use this Sigma brush. Oh, okay. It has picked up a decent amount on there. Ooh, okay. Right, it's not massively pigmented, but it's the right amount of pigmentation for a blush for me, because I can easily go overboard and I don't want to end up looking like really hyper blushed. Like, I went to the shops one day and there was a woman in the shop, and honestly it looked like she had like a whole pan of blusher on her cheeks. I mean, each their own. I always say that. You do you, it's what you want to do, but it was just so bright. See, that's bright. And it was a lot. And I just... Is anybody else a bit nervous about blush? Or is that just me? Like, I get quite nervous that I'm going to end up with far too much on. It's going to look really bright and obvious. And then I always end up then, like, maybe not putting enough on. It's catch-22, is that the phrase? And then I always just take a bit of powder and go over the top, because I just feel like that softens it. Yeah. Okay, let's swatch them. I'm quite excited. Right, I'm going to swatch these. In person, I can see the difference. That's very light, obviously. That's more of a pinky colour. A true peach, that's a hot coral, more of an orange shade, and then a true sort of bright candy peach. So they are different in person. Very nice, I like them. I am just going to quickly wipe them off though, because I've got this jumper on. I got this in this jumper early 2019. That's how long I've had this jumper and not worn it. I got it out today. I can't remember how much it had originally been, but it went down and down. And then this day we went in and there was like an extra certain percentage off sale items, and I got it for £1.70. And I love this jumper. The only thing is the sleeves are a little bit, you know, like this. But I could stitch them, which I may do at some point, to be fair, because I do like to customise things sometimes. But I love the green, and it's just a cropped one. I like a nice cropped jumper, like with higher waisted jeans. They'll look even better once I've lost some weight. I am on a healthy eating. I'm on a journey to lose weight and get healthier, but not diet, because I can't stick to diets, and I don't want to limit myself for the rest of my life to only eating certain things, and also I don't want a calorie count. So I just want to eat healthier, eat less, and drink water and do yoga every day, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry. The slower it comes off, apparently, the better anyway. Anyway, I always go off tangent. You should just tell me. You should just say, shut up. Because stop waffling. Right, so, what to do next? Oh, I'm going to spray my face because I do feel like powdery. Oh, this smells like lemon sherbet. This is the... Is it Jack Jamie? I don't know. This is anyway the Revolution one, and it's absolutely incredible. I love it. Eye primer. I found an extra one of these in my drawer, so I did have a backup. It's the Revolution Prime and Lock Eye Base. I love this stuff. And now we are going to go on to using this. So I'm very excited about using this. And I look at it, and there's just so many things that I want to do with it. It's so beautiful. I'm going to put this peach through the crease. Then I'm going to put the purple. Then on the inner part of the eyelid, the first half, the green, and then the pink on the other half. Don't have a lot of eye space, so it might not look exactly like that, guys, but we're going to give it a go. And then I might use the icy blue on the inner eye. We'll see. And I'm going to use my new brushes, so let's see how these perform. I don't have my glasses on. I'm not going to put them on, so other people have probably shown this anyway. We're going to get this really nice peach, which I think would just make probably quite a nice little blush. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let's be careful. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Wow. That is so pretty. I mean, what I love about Mitchell's eyeshadows, just from the experience using, you know, head in the clouds more than feet on the ground, haven't really played with feet on the ground yet, which I hope to do in a video coming up. But the thing is, his shadows are so soft and buttery and blend really nice. And that was just a tap into the pan. And that has done really quite a nice job of a vibrant crease there. So, yes, that's pretty impressive. And I'm going to do both eyes on camera today because my friend Sarah Jane gave me permission to bore you all by doing them both. So, yes, because I had cut out in my last sort of get ready with me doing both eyes on camera because I feel like I bore you, because, you know, it takes me some time to do this. I am not a makeup artist. One of you thinking, yeah, we can clearly see that. So yes, you can clearly see I'm not a makeup artist, but I just enjoy makeup, guys, and I like playing with it, so I'm not going to apologise for that and sharing it with you on this channel. Yeah. Yes, that's very nice, isn't it? It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. Right, okay, so far so good there. That has blended beautifully, and I think that's a combination of both the shadow being really excellent quality, and also these brushes are really nice and soft, this one. So I've only used one so far, but that just went on so beautifully, so incredibly soft, and yes, I love it. Right, okay, so it makes me want to play it with more of these colours now. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a smaller little brush, and I'm going to go in with this beautiful, honestly on camera it does not do it justice, it's so bright. Let's give this purple a go. I mean, it can only go wrong, can't it? And I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. That seems to have picked up really nicely. And I'm just going to pop that down here. Being careful with this one because it's quite, this one seems it's got some kick up in the pan, it's quite powdery. So I don't want to get too messy. Thing with this one though, it seems, because it's so powdery, it's kind of blending away slightly. So it's going to take a little bit more work to kind of pack that in there. But yeah, it's worth it though, it's really pretty. I'm just going to let whatever's left of my brush there to go across the rest of the eye. Okay, yeah, that's pretty. I think that's quite a nice combination. And then I just want to take this brush with the peach on, blend that gently. Okay. Not super vibrant, but I have blended it into another colour, so that's okay. So we'll do this eye as well. Again, being very careful to keep it quite vibrant, and also, you know, it's powdery, I don't want a lot of fallout, so just gonna pop that on. Right, well, the blend of those two together, oh, something else. That is absolutely beautiful. It's blended a dream. So I've used two different brushes from that set now, but the colours are really nice. The purple is not as vibrant as you think it's going to be. It's very powdery, so I'd say that you probably need to pack quite a bit on to get it as vibrant as it looks in the pan, but I do love how that's blended into that colour there. Really nice. So now I do want to go with like sort of a shimmer on the lid, and of course in this palette we've got four. I love the structure of this palette where you've got the four corners are shimmers, and then you've got that cross in the centre that's matte. I just love that. I think it's really nicely set out. It's really aesthetically pleasing. I like a bit of symmetry. So now I want to put a shimmer on the lid, and right, I think I'm going to go for this colour. I'm going to use a flat packer type brush, see how it goes on. Go away.
Come on, Joe.
My husband is irritating me.
Come on, let's go. She's standing there. Come on.
Right, that's the yellow. It's a little chunky, but we're going to take the finger now and see if it applies better. Oh yeah. Shimmers often do apply a little bit better with the finger. So that is that, but I'm going to see if I can just pack a little bit more on here. Right, so that's the yellow. That looks really, really nice. And then I might see if I can just fit a bit of pink in here. But let's just pop this colour onto the other eye. This has got the M stamped into it, so it's a bit sad. I think it's going to be gone pretty quickly. This is really nice. This is almost like a fluorescent yellow, which is really lovely. Sorry if I'm in front of the camera there, but I'm not exactly doing wonderful things with eyeshadow, so you're not missing that much really. But yeah, this is pretty. Okay, quite impressed with this. I'm just going to press a bit on with my finger, just because it balances what I've done on this eye. Very nice. And then I'm going to I'm going to use my Fenty shadow switcher, and I'm going to go into the pink, because I really do want to try a little bit of this. Actually, I don't know if I want to use like a smaller brush. Not that one. No, I'm going to stick with this one. It's quite small anyway. And then I'm just going to try and put that in here. I think in the process though, we've lost a bit of the depth of the purple there. So what I'd like to do is just go back in with that. And just pack a little bit more of the purple in. Just to deepen that back up. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah. So we lost a little bit of colour, but we've certainly been able to put it back easy enough. And then I just want to take a bit more of that peach and blend, because I don't like harsh edges. I used to watch somebody who just honestly just like carved it out with eyeshadow, and like I said, each to their own, but I just, you know, I don't like a harsh edge. It hurt my soul. Oh my goodness, there's so many brushes on the floor here. Right, okay. Right, well, I really like that. The pink is nice. In hindsight, I may have gone for the blue there rather than the pink, just because the pink's quite close to the purple. I mean, we could try and layer the blue over the top. Would that be a mistake? Well, maybe, but let's give it a go anyway. Maybe put it in the centre. Oh, okay, that's definitely, yeah. Right, so I've packed that icy blue into the centre there. I really like that. Yeah, I like how that looks in between that pink there. Really, really nice. I'm very impressed with these colours. This yellow is just really pretty, isn't it? It's just a really nice kind of almost neon. This purple though, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm going to have to play with that one more. Because I just feel like you put it on, and as soon as you have it on that it seems that it's kind of like starting to disappear. I've got a bit of fallout, but that's fine. And once you get liner on, honestly, trust the process. It's going to look a lot better once the liner's on. I've got a little pencil brush, and I think I'm just going to, I'm not even going to try with that purple at this stage. I'm going to take that really shimmery pink. I'm going to pop that underneath on the outer part. This is a very small pencil brush. It's got quite a nice firmness to it. I really like that. Oh, that looks pretty under the eye. I like it. Right, we're going to go to the neon-y colour, the neon yellowy green. I kind of put that in the waterline a bit there, which I didn't intend to, and I've got an eyelash in the side. Oh, it's all happening. Right, okay. I've got my little, I always want to call it a doppelganger. It's not, it's a dingle hopper. And I'm going to take the icy blue on this one. I love this brush. And I'm just going to stamp that on the inner eye. Oh, that's pretty. See how that just perfectly catches that inner eye? I knew that this colour would look really good on the inner eye. Ooh, I love this one. Right, so this one is the Gosh Woody eyeliner. It's an amazing liner. And I'm going to pop that into the waterline. I love how that blue that I put in the centre of the lid has kind of gone in with the green and the pink, and it's almost made like a lilac colour in the centre. It's really nice. So see how once you get that on, you see that improvement? Like the eye look looks, you know, a lot more pulled together now. Okay, but I think the eye look itself is really pretty. It's like a really nice wash of kind of neon colours that kind of really blend together well. I've dropsy. And I think you can see the difference now between the two eyes. Like the definition of that liner really changes how that eyeshadow look looks. So let's pop this on. And I like that strong black liner. It's not for everybody, so it's not what everybody would do. But it is for me. I like it. So I'm just going to go back in with that pink to make sure we've got nice vibrancy underneath. So I'm going to swatch this palette now. It's my makeup, I can blow on it if I want. Right, okay. So the icy blue, the tan colour in the middle, and then the yellow. That's what those three look like. Right, that's those three colours. Really nice. That beigey tan colour, it's quite warm. It's very nice. Right, then the three middle colours. That is those three. Really nice. The purple swatches beautifully. And then the bottom three, it's those. I'm actually just going to do those on the back of my hand. It's going to be easier. That's those. That really dark chocolatey brown is gorgeous. It's really nice, velvety, very dark brown. Because sometimes I want a really dark brown virgin on a black. That's really nice. And obviously, you know me, I love teal. So that's those. I do just want to wipe them off because I don't want to get them all over the place. That is the look that I've got. I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I'm going to just take a hint more of this blue here. I really like that flash of blue on the inner corner. Yeah, so I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours out of the 9. I really like it. I'm really impressed. So that is definitely a hit. And then I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I'm just using the Revolution 5D Lash, which I'm actually really liking now that it's been open for over a week. It seems to be settling in quite nicely. And I do seem to get some quite nice results on my lashes. So, quite pleased with that. I think I'm going to go in with this little brush from the set. And I'd like just a bit more colour underneath the eye. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that blends it out nicely as well. Okay, we're debating here. And I tell you what, let's just go for the one I originally thought. This one is Courtesy Call. I went back on to see if I could get another one of these and I couldn't, which was just such a shame because they're really lovely. They feel so liquidy. They dry really nice and then they're not sticky. So I really, really like them. Like I said, I wish I could have got another box of these because honestly, I've been wearing them so much since I got them. I'm going to put on some finishing spray. Lemon sherbet. I need to get another one of these before they stop making it. I love them. So yes, anyway, earlier I was going on about Revolution and then I totally lost the plot, didn't I? But I'm not a fan of their eyeshadows, but I love their foundations, their concealer, their eye primer, their setting sprays. Yeah, they've got lots of other nice products that I do absolutely love. So I'm not hating on the brand when I say that I don't like their eyeshadow palettes. I just, each to their own, not everybody likes certain things. So there you go. Now, I'm going to put this on. I'm just going to use my fingers because this is the Glass highlighter. Oh, quite nervous about putting it on. It's got a blue shift to it, which I think is actually really nice. I don't know if I should be using a brush on my fingers, but let's just try the fingers. The thing is, like, is this not going to look great on top of like powdered products? Oh no, actually. That's so pretty. Oh. That's a really nice kind of lip from within kind of glow. And that is just the tiniest little dot because I wasn't sure how well that was going to perform. And I've just kind of stippled that in with my fingers there. I really hope you can see it. It's just such the tiny amount. I'll put a bit more on. Go a bit heavier on this side. That's so pretty. You know what I didn't do? You're probably sitting looking at me thinking, you're probably shouting it at me. I didn't do my brows. Sacrilege. I always do my brows before I do my eye makeup. And I'm looking at myself and thinking something's not right. So I'm just going to use my NYX pencil in Taupe. So let's talk about the products that we've used today. And yeah, let's talk about them. So the brushes. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the brushes out of 15. I really like these on first impressions. I definitely have to use them more, of course, because, you know, that's using them once is not enough. But I did find this one blended out that shadow really, really beautifully. Sorry, my camera memory was full there. Anyway, yes, I've only used these once, but I do like the eye look that I got with them. They did blend really nicely. They're really soft. They packed on nicely. Even the shimmers went on quite nicely with them as well. So I think I got like a really nice finished look with them. So I'm really, really impressed with these so far. They feel very, very soft when you blend, and there didn't seem to be any bristles. There was only one brush I had a loose bristle in. So I'll let you know how they go when I wash them and see how that does, because I've only spot cleaned. But they were beautifully soft, and like I said, I love the eye look, and I do think I've got really nice blending, which is part the shadow and part these, but I do think that they did a really good job. So really, really love these. They were £8.99 on Amazon. I will link them in the information bar below for you. So that's them. The Glass Skin, this is beautiful. I literally used the tiniest little dot of product, and I've got a really pretty, really nice glow there. It's lightly tacky, so I think if you were going out and it was windy, you might find your hair sticking to your face a little bit. But I do think it's beautiful, and you can see the blue in this one. So if you don't like blue, it's not going to be the thing, but there is a couple of shades of this. It's quite pricey though. I can't remember how much it was, but it's in my Look Fantastic Mother's Day gift box video. So I really, really, really love these Zoeva matte liquid lipsticks. They just feel just like you've got nothing, like, well, powdered lips, if that makes sense. They're not sticky at all. So they're really comfortable. You don't have that sensation where your lips are sticking together, which is quite nice. Yeah. Right, so it's the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream in 120 Fair, which I think is actually a pretty good match for me. It it does look very, I don't know how it's coming off on camera, but it does look like it really matches me in person, so I'm really, really pleased with it. So that means if they do other ones in the range and it's 125, I know that it's going to be off, fingers crossed, it's hopefully going to be roughly the same colour. I love the finish of this on the skin. It felt really nice, it feels really lightweight, I've got really, really decent coverage. I had to layer up a little bit where I've got rosacea, where I had a little bit more redness. I was a bit more red because I just washed my face as well, so that probably didn't help. But certainly where I have a lot of my redness on my nose, you can't see that at all. So the second layer really did completely cover that, so I'm really, really impressed with the CC cream. There you go. But yeah, I love the CC cream. Honestly, the finish of that on my skin and how my skin looks now, I'm so impressed. I think my skin looks really nice, really flawless. Yeah, so very impressed with the CC cream. Definitely keep on wearing it and let you know how I feel about it. But first impressions, incredibly impressed. Love the Kevyn Aucoin, love the brushes, love the Mitchell palette. Was that everything? Oh, and I really enjoyed the BH Cosmetics Bellini palette. I wanted to call it Peach Bellini again. Bellini palette. I think it's got, look at that lovely peachy glow there. It's a really, really pretty peach blush, that one. I really, really like it. So yes, overall that's been a big hit today with these products I've tried today. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what your thoughts are. Are there any really great other BH Cosmetics blush palettes that you think I might enjoy? And yes, have you got any of these products? Did I already say that? I don't know. I need to go. I'm hungry. I'm going to see you in the next video, which is Tuesday, guys. So until then, I'm going to love and leave you. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And take care of yourselves and each other. Bye. Mwah.